I light this candle in honor of the season, in honor of our mother in this current phase that she is in. I light this candle to connect to my inner spark, to connect to that inner divinity and my higher self. And I light this candle for peace, unity, and compassion. Hey guys, this is Anastasia, and with Memorial Day being tomorrow, I thought I would share my herbal offering or incense blend, there it is, to honor those who have fallen in the line of service. Memorial Day is particularly potent for me. Not only do I find it very important to connect to any day of remembrance, especially when working with hell, as well as Carnunos. I should probably say that as well, because he definitely has his connection to honoring the past and those who have tread before us. But personally, my two grandfathers, who I've spoken about quite a bit, both served in Korea, the Korean War. And though neither of them fell in that war, and I'm very, very grateful for that, because I got to know them and they were instrumental in bringing me up. It is still a time that I honor, because they certainly lost friends in that war. And I also just think it's extremely important to remember those. I think it's important to remember those that came before us, period. And any day that is set aside for that, I think is a very meaningful thing. So, this year, because as is usual, my blends kind of change up and switch. Some of them stay the same, but 9 times out of 10 when it comes to offerings such as this, it's become much more intuition based. For instance, this blend, I just kind of sat there and said, okay, what's speaking to me, what's calling to me, and a lot of the things were pretty basic, and a lot of the traditional correspondences rang true, but I found a mixture kind of different than normal. As many of you know, I work usually with 9 ingredients or 13 ingredients, and today I believe I am working with 9, but the rhyme and the reason for those 9 was a little different than normal. So, without further ado, my ever popular bowl, which is kind of there. The 6 ingredients that I'll first start with are very much based on memories for me and remembrance, and the idea of that kind of carrying that through. One of the things that I love and somewhat fear in a darker way is that as long as we carry our memories with us of those who have passed, they're never really gone. They're always with us. And in that way, they always will remain. I think I've said this before, the Book of Life, as you know, it's a silly movie, what have you, but talking about the land of the remembered versus the land of the forgotten, I truly believe that the minute you forget those who have come before you, they are no longer, their energy is no longer there, it is no longer present. So it is very important on days like today, or tomorrow rather, to remember those that have come before us. And I'm warning you, for some reason I am starting to feel really emotional about this, so I apologize if I get wavery. I am going through step by step to show you how I do it. I haven't done one of these in a while. I tend to do a lot of, here's the final made product, and I thought I would show a bit more in depth how my rituals have evolved. So first I'm going to start with lilac. And these are found out and about. Lilac for love, for beauty, and the memories that echo those qualities. Remembering the good times that were shared. Remembering not only the soldiers and the fighters, but also remembering who they were as people, as mothers, as fathers, as brothers and sisters, as husbands and wives, as sons and daughters. Let us remember every foot that tread to serve and protect. Let them be remembered, let them be honored. Let the lilacs in this blend help to remember the beauty, the love, and the wisdom that they imparted upon us, or that they gave to us through the ancestral chain. Let us remember that they are forever a part of us. The next items that I have, sorry, the lighting, I don't know what happened. The sun was out and suddenly it went away. I've got 3 roses. I give this rose to this blend to honor those who have fallen. Let these roses serve as a connection to memory, a connection in love, a connection in courage. Roses as the universal symbol of love. Let it continue. Let it serve as that symbol and go deeper. Let the red in these petals serve to remind us of the courage and the blood. Let the yellow in these petals serve to remind us of the happiness and joy. And let the pink in these petals serve to remind us of the love and connection that can never be broken, as long as we remember and honor those sacrifices. The next items I have are some violets, I offer these violets in soothing and as a matter of calming grief to those who have passed and those who mourn still. Know that tears do not need to be shed. Remember instead what is left behind. Remember the good. Remember the sweet. Remember that they are never far behind us. We are never without. We are always connected. And let that comfort and calm and aid us in any sorrow that we feel upon this day and those that follow. Let these bring peace. Let these bring aid. Let these serve to honor and to remember. For that which is remembered is never truly gone. I ask the blessing of these first 3 items by Maiden, by Mother, and by Crone. The next item I have is Rosemary. Rosemary for remembrance and protection and healing. With this, we thank you for all that you've given and all you continue to give. We thank you for the protection that you fought for, and we thank you for the protection that you gave even when not serving. Know that you are remembered. Know that you are loved. Know that you are connected to those that are still in this physical realm. We honor you. The next item I have are poppy seeds. I have these poppy seeds in honor of those flowers that pop up among the gravestones in Flanders Field. To honor those red crimson flowers that burn in the sun, reminding us of valor, reminding us of strength, reminding us of courage and sacrifice. The flower of remembrance, and also the flower of sleep and peace. Let us honor those who have that sleep and that peace. Let us connect to them, not only today, on this day of special honoring, but every day before and after. The last item I have for this set of 3 is Elderflower. Elderflower to connect to the goddess. Elderflower to connect to the realm beyond. With this addition, let us connect to those that are no longer part of this realm, but guide us from beyond and are connected to us from beyond. Let us feel their power, feel their love, and feel their strength. I ask the blessing with these 6 items by the Maiden, by the Mother, and by the Crone, and also by the Warrior, by the Father, and the Sage. And for the last 3 items. The first 6 items were focused on remembrance, honoring, and love. These last 3 items are about peace and compassion. If you look at every war, I think we look at it as hopefully the war that will end all wars. And so far that has not come to being. But the one thing that I think is true is we all fight for hope. And the hope that one day there will be peace and there won't be any more fighting. And perhaps that's a silly and naive hope, but I still want to honor that with this blend. So the first item I have is pink lotus leaf. In honor of the goddess Kuan Yin, the goddess of mercy and compassion, the goddess that cries for humankind. Let this leaf also bring that mercy and compassion to this blend. Let us take time to pause and meditate and think and find the wisdom and the insight we need to find peace and compassion and honor, and not look to fighting or war. The next item I have is Jasmine. I add this jasmine for peace, connection to the spirit, connection to the divine. Let us look there before we look to the physical. Let us look to our connections to each other and for our love for one another before we look at our differences and find how to separate and divide. Let us find tranquility and peace within ourselves and within each other before we try to force tranquility. The last item I have is white willow. Tree of spirituality, tree of the other realm, tree of higher understanding and meditation. Help us to find peace, help us to find serenity, help us to connect in a way that we have not yet. Let us find that deeper root within. Let us connect through that which we don't understand and come out the other end better. And by better, I mean more at peace, more understanding, more compassionate towards one another. I ask the blessing of these 9 items by Maiden, by Mother, by Crone, also by Warrior, by Father, by Sage, and by the sisters, by the spirits and ancestors, the elements, and the good folk. 9 times 9 items, 9, as the sacred number of the triple goddess tripled. Lord, Lady, spirits, elements, ancestors, and good folk, I ask your blessing upon this blend. Let it do honor to those who have come before us. Let it do honor to those who have fought for us. For those who have fallen before us have given us a path to follow. Let us learn from the blood previously spilt. Let us learn from the cries that have been heard. Let us find that which we lack. And let us leave the world that much better. On this Memorial Day, we honor those who have fallen. We honor those who have served. And we honor those who are still serving and will continue. By Lord, by the Lady, by the spirits and ancestors, elements and good folk, I thank you for your aid. Blessed be.